Previously on the Steve Saga. No, Rainbow Steve, please. Please.
Sabre.
Rainbow Steve!
Sabre, it's been a while. Once you leave this place, I can't go with you.
What do you mean you can't go with me? Wait, but how do you know that I was gonna even try and take you out of this world? I guess I'm that predictable.
Come on, how long have we been friends for?
I talked to the guardian of the spirit world who welcomed me into this world, and he told me to look for Steves that could possibly help me. And I can't think of any better Steve that could help me than you. So, will you help me get out of here?
Well, of course. Before we do, there's one more thing I have to tell you. It's about my past.
Okay, well, what do you need to tell me then?
Everything. I'll tell you how I was born and everything before that. If you are dealing with somebody that deals with the past and, stuff like that, I might as well just tell you mine.
Wait.
So you have a complete understanding.
But, what do you mean everything? Rainbow Steve, do you remember your past?
I remember everything.
Oh, but that means that you remember how you were made and all of your adventures before you met me?
Yep, I remember everything.
Wow, it must have been an overwhelming feeling remembering all of it, huh?
It was at first, but I felt better because I thought I would never remember any of it. Now that I do, I'm pretty happy.
Wow, it's crazy that you got your memories back. Galaxy Steve was able to get, most of his memories back as well after you sacrificed yourself. I guess in the end, you guys ended up remembering your past.
Walk with me, Sabre, and I'll tell you.
So, your past, how you began. How did you begin? I know that there's the story that a bunch of elders came together, but that's all I know.
When I woke, there were no elders around me. Everything was kind of destroyed, and I got out, and someone found me.
Who found you?
It was a green Steve that found me.
Wow.
And from there, he basically explained a lot of stuff when I woke up. The elders and where I was, and then I met Elder Blue, and he took me in. And he's taught me so much. And then suddenly he went away. Forever.
I know that you want to tell me this, but are you sure that you want to tell me your whole past? It sounds painful.
Actually, it's really beautiful when you think about it.
Okay.
But I want you to know why I'm this way.
All right, well, I'm listening then.
So, I met Elder Blue and he left, and I didn't know what to do. And then suddenly I met Blue Steve. He was a really great friend.
You were friends with a Blue Steve in your past?
Yeah, I sure was. He reminds me a lot like you.
What? What do you mean?
He was always by my side, even through the worst of situations. And he had a lot of wisdom, so he was able to help me out with that as well. And you remind me of him.
Well,
that's all.
Whatever happened to him? Maybe I can go find him for you.
No, he's gone.
Oh.
I haven't even been able to find him in this place, so...
You haven't even been able to find him in the spirit world?
No, not yet.
I'm so sorry, Rainbow Steve.
It's alright. It was to be expected, but... let me explain more.
Okay.
Basically, me and Blue Steve traveled everywhere throughout the realm, helping Steves and all other Steves alike. And it was really hard, I'm not gonna lie. It was difficult because at times I even wouldn't know what to do. I was created to save this world that I barely even knew about. It was hard on me.
Rainbow Steve, I'm sorry that you felt so lost in your past. I thought that you would feel lost, well, when I first found you because you didn't remember your past, but it sounds like when you first were created, you had your own, well, whole adventure going on, huh?
Oh, you have no idea. It's certainly been a journey. But, yeah, I would, go around and try to find as many Steves as possible and try to help as many as possible. And then I saw the creation of Dark Steve, Sabre.
You saw Dark Steve created in front of you?
I was there.
You were there? When it happened? Wow. I can't believe that you were actually there to witness it. It's so weird thinking how we had our own, well, issues with him.
Yeah, and I saw that Nightmare Steve created him.
Wow.
And it wasn't pretty. After that, everything just went to chaos. Dark Steve would go around destroying villages, including Blue Steve's village. And he was very devastated about it.
So back then, Steves actually lived together in villages?
Steves of their kind, but not together,
So
it's not like a Red Steve can go up to a Blue Steve and make friends.
Huh. Wait, what do you mean? I mean, a Blue Steve and Red Steve seem fine. Well, I guess Red Steves are always angry. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Well, either way, it's amazing that Steves had their own civilizations back then. So Blue Steves had their own civilizations along with like Green Steves and Red Steves?
Yeah, even Yellow Steves. There was this one really cool Yellow Steve civilization, and they were really great builders, and they had this whole town and a city,
And what?
Dark Steve came along and...
Oh, it's okay. You don't need to tell me more. I understand. Okay, so there was civilizations and all of that, and wait, what happened to your friend Blue Steve anyways? You said that, well, he was destroyed, but how, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, basically, I guess it was too much for him. We would go on all these adventures, and he didn't have powers. I mean, he did, but he lost them.
Oh.
And I felt like me being around him was more like a burden, like a constant reminder that he didn't have powers, and I sort of did. But at the same time, he still helped me. No matter what, he believed in me and believed in saving the realm, and, well, I gave in too much. I wanted to fight Nightmare Steve. I just wanted it to be over and done with, and I just wanted him gone. And Blue Steve told me to just wait. Just to stay put and not do anything yet. That we should plan, but I didn't listen. I just went ahead and I just chased after him, and for that, Blue Steve was attacked.
Rainbow Steve, listen, just stop. I know how you're feeling right now, but I'm sure he risked his life to make sure that you could keep moving forward, right?
Yeah, but only for a moment.
What are you talking about?
Well, he's not exactly gone. He was always with me through everything, because I was able to absorb his essence.
What? You absorbed your friend Blue Steve?
It was his choice.
Wait.
He wanted me to do it.
But you absorbed a Steve. How's that even possible? Wait. You absorbed a Blue Steve. That makes sense. When we first met, you dominantly used Blue Steve powers. That makes sense.
And how I was always able to make it rain whenever I wanted, it was because of Blue Steve.
Your extreme weakness to lava.
Yeah, because now I'm more Blue Steve than any other Steve than I am.
That's crazy. Well, look, so you absorbed him and, well, he gave you his powers and it sounds like he was very brave. So why did you say that it didn't last for long?
After I absorbed Blue Steve, I basically lost all hope. Kind of how like you were not too long ago.
Oh.
I thought that I couldn't do anything. I thought that Why would I be put into all the responsibility when I don't know what I'm doing?
Yeah.
I
feel
felt
that.
so lost. I felt so helpless because I couldn't save everybody I wanted to save. But then a green Steve came along, and he reminded me who I was, and who I was meant to be, and what I was made for. So I decided to go to sleep.
What?
I know it doesn't sound good,
That
but
sounds absurd. You said that you didn't lose hope. Why would you just go to sleep?
I went to sleep so I can become more powerful. That I would wake up and help Steve's get back on track, get back up on their feet and defeat Nightmare Steve once and for all. But at the time, it seemed like a good idea.
I don't understand. What would sleeping do to make you more powerful? That doesn't make any sense. I can understand if you wanted to rest to regain your power, but just going to sleep? I mean, how long were you asleep for?
About 7 generations.
7 generations of Steves?
Yeah.
You missed out on 7 generations of Steves? And then that's when I found you. Wait, you said that you remembered everything, then why didn't you remember anything when I first met you? How come you lost your memories in the first place?
Well, that was it. I had to lose my memories when I went to sleep. That was the price to pay.
But I don't understand. How does hibernating or sleeping or whatever it is you did, how does doing that make you strong? Wait. No. Origin Steve did the same thing. Origin Steve was hibernating. He was asleep, probably for way longer than you. He was probably asleep even during your adventures back then. That's how he got more powerful. If Steves go into this extended hibernation, they can get more powerful, especially if they're one of the stronger Steves like you or him, or possibly Galaxy Steve, or even that other person that left me that note inside of that temple. That all makes sense. That's why they said that they might not remember things when they came back. If I found them, they might not have their memories. That's why you didn't have your memories.
True.
But
it's probably the same for this Origin Steve.
Well, okay. But I don't understand. Why would you want to just go to sleep? Why wouldn't you keep trying to help them back then?
I wanted to. I really wanted to. But I wasn't powerful enough. And Nightmare Steve absorbed a very powerful artifact, and I couldn't stop him. I wasn't powerful enough. I had to make the ultimate sacrifice.
And, well, your voice. Your voice was gone when I first found you, and, well, you weren't even you. You were separated into different Steves.
Well, that's also a side effect that I would be dislodged from myself.
You being in hibernation for so long is, well, those are side effects? Those sound awful.
Yeah, I mean, it's the price to pay for sleeping for 7 generations, but yeah, there were separate versions of me. But you, Sabre, put them all back together.
Well,
because it was never really determined. You could have just left me in those pieces and I would have never, became to be.
Yeah, I guess. It's not like we had the best relationship when we first met. I mean, I kept you locked in machines for a while, and I know we have a long past, but Rainbow Steve, I'm happy we met.
Me too.
Well, look, yeah, your journey's come to an end, but it doesn't mean that mine has, and we're still on this last adventure together, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, Rainbow Steve, I really do appreciate you telling me your past and explaining how everything happened. Sounds like you had quite the adventures back then.
I did.
I'm sure you could tell me more, but I think we might be running out of time. I can't even break anything, and I'm worried that if I stay here longer, then, well, I'm not going to be able to leave this spirit world. So I think we should probably get moving.
We should, yeah.
Well, I think we should find a way to get out of here. Do you have any ideas?
Yes, we must, but first, before we do that, I have to go find someone.
Oh? Well, who is it?
Follow me.
I'm right behind you.